Tech journalist and resident gadget guru Akash Sablok joins us. Akash Sablok. I knew I was on the streak there, and I knew I wasn't going to say the name correctly twice, but whatever. I'll just call you the A-Man, okay?
Yeah, that's
A-Man,
fine.
what's up, A-Man? You can, by the way, go to his website, andnowyouknow.net, and it's always cool to bring and see some of the stuff that you managed to get your hands on.
Good morning, guys. How
Good
are you
morning.
doing?
Excellent.
It's a nice, beautiful, sunny day, isn't it, Jen?
Beautiful.
It is absolutely amazing. No, you guys were talking about the little bird cam that was there earlier. I've got one that actually has some purpose for it. I've got some gadgets here that, we're sort of in between Mother's Day and Father's Day. And why do you have Mother's Day or Father's Day? Because of babies. So this is the Summer Infant Best View handheld monitor. This is their latest version. It comes with a camera that works in brightness and in dark. It'll work in complete darkness. And it comes with a little portable screen. Sort of like a cell phone. It's got a 2.5-inch screen, color monitor, portable. It's rechargeable batteries. And you can basically take it anywhere in the house up to 300 feet away from the camera itself. You can mount the camera on the wall. It comes with all the hardware, or just leave it on a desk or a table. And the actual receiver itself, the little display, has a tilt and zoom. So you can actually zoom around in the room, see what else is going on in the room.
Neat.
If the baby moves around in the bed or the crib, you can actually move it around. You can zoom in and out. And it has sound as well, so you can hear what the baby's doing. Plus, it's got a visual monitor for sound. So if you keep the mute button on, you can still see if the baby's crying or anything like that just from the display.
So they didn't have that stuff when I had my son. They had some monitors, but they were like junky ones, and they were like the size of like mini TVs. They were huge, and they didn't have the portable handheld
They
device.
did not.
It was just one like little, like a little TV set.
You get so spoiled with these things. We use one at home, and when we travel with our little guy, once we went on a trip, we forgot to take it, and we were going back into the room every 10 minutes. It's just, it's so comforting to have one of these. You don't realize how much you take it for granted.
Yeah, that's almost worth having a baby for.
Well, a little more expensive than the $200 that this is going to cost you. So.
And this is summerinfant.com is the website. This is worth how much?
$200.
$200.
That's
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
All right.
So going into tiny computers, and when you have a child and everything gets smaller, the soaps are smaller, the blanket's smaller, everything. Well, why not the computers, right?
The disposable income gets smaller.
Well, a lot smaller. It's surprising how much baby food and diapers cost. So this is the Toshiba NB100 netbook. It's a small computer, 8.9-inch screen, but it has full Windows XP built into it, 160 gigabyte hard drive.
What's the battery life on that?
The battery life is between 5 to 6 hours, depending on how much you use it.
Okay.
Now, there is one thing you're sacrificing. There's no DVD drive or CD drive.
Okay.
You can get an external one if you need it, but in most cases, you will not. If you have music, movies, anything, you can basically download. It's got a 160 gigabyte hard drive. It's quite a big drive. It'll hold quite a bit. And, of course, it's got wireless networking. So if you're at the airport, coffee shop, or in a hotel...
Kids in the back seats, yeah.
Yes, exactly. You can use it right away. So and then reasonably priced. This one's about $480, and, of course, Toshiba quality. So you're getting a decent computer for that amount.
Toshiba.ca, the
Like a little baby
Toshiba
laptop.
Netbook NB100 computer. Now, what is not a decent cost, it looks like, is the desktop computer.
This is the HP IQ 816. This goes the other way.
Okay.
This sucker is about 30 pounds, but it is absolutely amazing. It's got a 24-inch screen, full load. It's got Vista Home Premium 64-bit edition. It's got a huge hard drive, 750 gigabyte hard drive, but the coolest thing about it is touch screen. So if you have all your photos on your screen, you have music, you have applications, you can actually just take your finger, just like the iPhone, you can take your finger on the screen and swipe it across.
And swipe it and it scrolls across?
Exactly. You can rotate the pictures. You can basically run your programs directly from there. And it becomes sort of a home media center, a home message center. So if you're there at the computer and you want to leave a message for mom or your brother or sister or whatever, you can click on a button and record a voice message right on it. And it'll come up like a little Post-it note on the computer. So when that person comes home, they can just click on and listen to the voice message.
Very neat.
So
you remember back in the days when computers just used to be computers?
Yeah. I don't think I was around that time.
Okay.
Tell us a story, Uncle Joe. What was that like?
Well, back in the day, you would merely use a computer to compute and to write notes and things like that. Now, all of a sudden, it's an all-access workstation. I mean, it does everything for it.
I think there used to be a thing called a telephone that used to do just phone calls as well, if I remember correctly.
Okay, now this is listed at $2,500. HP.ca is the the website for this baby.
Okay, so what I have here is a lot of people have computers around the house. So you've got your HP upstairs, maybe in your kitchen or something like that. But you might not have a wireless connection, or you want a solid connection. You want a wire running from your network, your incoming internet, going to your computer. But what if you don't have the actual Cat5 or the internet or the network cabling in your home? This is a solution. This is from Linksys. This is their power line kit. This is the PLK 300. But basically what it is there's two boxes. One box plugs into your network, into your incoming internet, and plugs into a regular wall outlet. The other one plugs into another wall outlet anywhere in the home, and there you go. You've got network cabling in your house just using existing wiring in your home, which everybody has.
You already got there.
You already have it. So it gives you basically network wiring anywhere in the house, so you can hook up cameras, extra computers, routers, printers, anywhere in the home without having to worry about ripping out walls or anything for wiring.
Okay, what is a sleep tracker?
A sleep tracker Pro watch. I looked at this watch originally and I thought, okay, this is a great watch. It'll help you, fall asleep, or it'll just track your sleeping. But it actually does something extra. This is a Sleep Tracker Pro Elite. It looks like a regular digital watch, little geeky, but what it does is it monitors your sleep patterns while you're sleeping. So, of course, if you got baby around, you're not getting much sleep, so you want the optimum sleep. What this does is you set a window. So say you want to wake up at 6 in the morning. You set a window for 10, 15 minutes, and in that period, what it'll do is actually see what your sleep cycle is in. So if you're in a deep sleep, it won't wake you up, but then as soon as you start coming out of that sleep, it'll set the alarm off automatically, a buzzer or a beep to wake you up. So you wake up at the most optimum time during your sleep pattern.
What if you have insomnia like me?
Well, you need a lot more than the watch, I think.
Sleeper.ca is the website for that. Moving along, the Mophie Juice Pack Air.
Now, a lot of people have the iPhone, and I myself have one, and I've dropped...
Akash?
Joe just got one.
Joe, congratulations. What happens with this is that, I've dropped my iPhone a lot of times, and every single drop, your heart sinks a little bit. There's a lot of cases out there, and they add bulk. There's a lot of cases that are just wonderful cases. What this does, it's a very, very thin case. It comes in black or white, extremely thin, so it's just a little bit bigger than the iPhone itself. However, this is Mophie's specialty is that they have a backup power. So this actually will charge your iPhone while it's in the case. And you have a switch at the bottom so you can charge it or not charge it. It'll add extra hours. So it'll give you about an additional 4.5 hours of talk time.
Okay.
And up to additional 270 hours of standby time just in the case itself. So this is the Mophie Juice Pack Air. This is their latest version. It's extremely thin.
And so, but you wouldn't keep that case on the phone the whole time,
you can leave it on there all the time.
So your phone will always be charged?
Well, no. You have a choice of charging it or not charging. There's a little switch at the bottom.
Okay.
And you can leave it in the case. So it's like a regular iPhone
Just
case.
Like a case, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that much bigger. It adds maybe about 10 to 15% size on it. Extremely light. And you can actually charge the iPhone right through this and sync the iPhone right through this without having to take the cover off, just through the USB port and the wire that comes with it.
Very
Mophie is spelled MOPHIE.com. That's $60. And you're ending off today with an Apple iPod Shuffle.
Well, these things just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. This is the world's smallest.
That's like a stick of
That's like
gum.
What do you call those things? Those things you put in... I'm so technology.
A razor?
What's the thing that you put in? It's not a zip drive. It's like
it's a USB key.
USB key. There you go. Thank you.
It's actually even smaller than some of the USB keys that I have. Key. Yeah, it looks like a stick of gum almost, right? Just a little bit thicker than that.
That's an iPod.
And it's actually a 4 gigabyte iPod.
Okay, let me just tell you something though. The very first ever digital audio recorder I got was so small. It was like the size of a bowl, a little thing of chapstick. Mm-hmm. It became impossible to maneuver because it got so small that you couldn't actually function with it. Your hands would just sort of dwarf it. I want something a little bigger. With all due respect, I want something a little bigger than that.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you. Now, this. I would never replace this with my regular iPod or even my iPhone. This is a great device to have as an additional backup. Or if you're going to the gym and you just want to clip it onto you and you don't want to carry the bulk of something else.
But aren't you going to lose something this small?
No, it's a little belt clip.
It's got a cord.
It's got a clip and a cord. Now,
okay, but there's no display screen. Like I want.
You see, that's what Apple was thinking. See, think of what Apple has done here is they've realized, of course, there's no display screen. You have no idea what's going on in it. They put the controls first of all on the headphones. So you do have the limitation that you do have to use the headphones. However, the latest thing what's going on here is called VoiceOver. So if you have here, I don't know if you can hear that here. I'm just gonna put the volume up here. When you push the button, it'll tell you the name of the song and the artist.
That's a very cool feature. That's a new feature, right?
So yeah, it's a voiceover feature. So this is iPod Shuffle is the only one in the world that has it,
right.
And in fact, it's the only iPod that has it because obviously there's no display. And that was the limitation of the Shuffle before, and they've eliminated that. Now they've actually given you you just push the button on the earpiece, and it'll give you the name and title of the artist and the song.
Well, it is the world's smallest iPod, $89. Apple.ca is the website. And, of course, Akash's website is andnowyouknow.net. Always a pleasure to see you, and
you got
thank
neat
you so
stuff.
much.
I'm going to work on that webcam for you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Please hurry on that. Hurry on that. Thanks, Akash.
Thanks, guys.